Don, you there?
Is he still master?
Don?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay.
Maybe
We
until
were just
you
lag for a second.
50 cycle. Did she master?
I probably doused that 50 cycle.
Probably.
Well, there's magic.
too.
We might be able to keep you alive past. Well, what kind of... I can't imagine you have a lot of medicine in a cave.
All sorts of medicine.
Oh?
He had glowy root.
That is true. You do have special root.
Well, I didn't have it.
Well,
The horsey has it.
the horsey does have it. That is right. That's not the horsey. That's Don.
Well, yeah, Nuadon.
Yeah.
He has.
Yes, he does has.
What is...
You know, they probably can hear you the most.
Yeah, the mic is literally right next to
You're
you.
the closest
What's
to
the
the mic.
password?
The password is John Space Rocks.
Why would you tell them that?
Now everyone can get on your Wi-Fi, John.
Oh no. They know my Wi-Fi password. Now you find any county in Wisconsin, and I'm there.
What, Wisconsin?
What's Wisconsin?
What is
What's
Wisconsin?
Wi-Fi?
What's
What's
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi when big scary thing attack bigger scary thing.
That big scary thing.
Is there anything else you guys would like to talk to this watch?
We're trying to give the we're trying to describe years and different ages to Krill.
So I will say, just for the sake of, as much as I'm enjoying you not knowing what a cycle is, it is a year.
One cycle is a year.
So they shed, kobolds shed weekly
That's pretty
until
close.
they're
Let's say she lives 600
a
years,
kid,
that's close, I think.
or until they're adult. Once they're an adult, they shed once a year.
Alright.
And
I was
elves
just-
can live to 700
Yeah,
years, so that was
something
pretty close.
around
when you
there.
said
Well,
600 cycles.
that was just a guess. I really, yeah. I
You were
don't know.
pretty
I think
close.
half elves lives only to like 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's longer than a human, but
So
Sure.
kobolds
Not
live
No.
at most usually 150. I think they, in very rare occasions, they can live longer. Yeah,
Like
they
Lost?
usually live to 50, but they can live to be 120.
Cobalt?
But the way they live usually doesn't let them live that far.
well,
So since you've adopted this, as long as you're
as
We only
long
got,
as
like,
you
what,
take care
know,
of
like
it.
another 45 years at least.
yeah, he's like
He's a
between
baby.
10 and 15.
I'm gonna have to write him into
Oh.
a will.
They
Yeah,
they
they're
get
like
into
a
adult
parrot.
pretty quickly. And they speak Common, Draconic, and Yip Yak.
Excuse me?
Yip Yak.
What?
Krill,
Yak.
I need you to tell me right now, what is Yip Yak?
Do you think you
It
could
is-
teach us your language?
It's a variation of Draconic, and it is spoken by kobolds, and
Yip Yak?
almost sounds like a yapping of a dog.
We need to learn some things. We can share some
I need you
cultural
to tell
things.
me Yip Yak.
Please, I would love to learn this language.
And actually, he's just not very smart, but Draconic, the written language, is actually from kobolds. They're the ones who made it. So even though dragons speak it, the ones written would have been from kobolds.
That's cool.
You
Dragons-
just didn't get a very
He's
small
just.
kobold.
Dragons can't hold a quill, so
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
I feel like dragons can do whatever the hell they want. But
they have big cans.
Big quill.
There's not a big enough feather for a quill.
big birds. Do you know the kind of things? There are big birds in D&D, John. That's the thing.
There are owl bears, so
There are.
We came across a giant flying snake. That probably has a huge feather.
coatls. Do they have feathers? I
They
don't.
do.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
wings do have
Yeah.
feathers.
But they're also like weirdly invisible, so
They can go invisible.
But I'm pretty sure dragons.
I was
can,
about to say,
like,
if you're a
hunt them
dragon,
down.
again, who gives a
We're-
shit? You're a dragon.
we're just
We're getting off
we're
topic.
just talking semantics now.
Yeah. So, is there nothing else you guys would
No!
I think
Are
we're
we
good.
going into the marsh or not? Are we waking up? Is it a
No,
long
I already
rest?
told you. I got a
Yeah.
12 and a
Okay.
13.
We can't trust
You
you.
guys can all long rest.
Long rest!
When have I ever lied to you guys?
Hmm.
Give me a time. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
That one time you called me on the phone and you asked if we had banana hammock.
That multiple
Touche.
times that you keep on saying Tig's gonna
Oh my
die.
god, that happened to you too?
That happens more than what we like to think. So, everyone can take a long rest.
Mhm.
It is an uneventful watch. The storm is continuing. The pitter patter of rain. Morning starts to come, and he actually climbs onto the cart and goes to sleep. Grail does.
Nice.
You guys eventually wake up. I'd like you to make a Constitution
Yep.
saving throw.
Here we go. Let's see how this day goes.
Nope. He's hungry.
Almost had a live deer.
Almost.
Krill
Yeah.
missed really badly.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
Because
talk about
someone told him to shoot.
So,
I don't know who that is.
so it is morning. What are you guys doing?
I would love to hunt.
All right, roll.
That is a 17.
You find quickly enough a rabbit and a squirrel track. You can choose.
Rabbit.
Okay. So, after about 5 minutes, you find it hopping along.
How far away is it?
You're probably 30 feet from it.
Is there anything up ahead of it, or is it just out in the open?
I mean, there's some trees. There's no holes or anything. It's just trees.
I'm gonna try to run towards it. And
All right,
grab
make a
hold of it.
dexterity check, athletics check.
Nope. That's
Nope.
that's a 2 plus a
Yeah,
2.
roll a 16 without
Yeah,
even
no.
adding modifiers. No,
That's horrible.
you go to start running and it just starts. It bolts off,
Mhm.
and you quickly lose it.
Okay. Can't even track it.
You can continue tracking it.
Can I try to find something?
Tig's already walked off.
I know. Can I try to find something?
Yeah, if you want to roll something else.
What would it be?
Survival.
This
10. You end up finding a squirrel track.
I thought I tried.
Okay.
I'm gonna go after the tracks. That is 17 again.
Okay. So you quickly re-find it. Roll again. You find eventually the squirrel.
Okay.
It jumps
7.
off.
I got
Okay.
20? Oh, yeah. I said you found it earlier, right?
Yeah.
So what were you trying to do?
Catch it.
Okay. You hear in the distance Strax yelling, "Go one!"
Got one.
And it bites you. It doesn't bite through your hand.
Okay.
You want to meet up?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. But you guys can play off how you do that while I go pee.
Got one.
You just
Yeah.
around by itself.
No, I'm grabbing by the way. Got
No,
one.
no, don't kill it yet.
I'm not killing it. I'm torturing it. Hey, he's not even here.
Yeah, have it.
You want me to like break an arm
No.
or something? Sure.
Yeah.
Fine.
And you gave it to him? Okay.
How does it taste? I don't really care for raw stuff anymore. I don't agree with my stomach all the time.
And
You just go to town.
well, what he would actually do is take out his dagger and cut off his tail.
I could have done that.
It's a squirrel, right?
I could have done that.
And then he bites into it.
Just bites raw into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Aspen, is Philip hungry at all?
I was gonna offer I'm gonna offer him something.
He's
before
asleep.
I give it to
He's
Oh,
asleep.
it's
Philip's
morning
asleep.
time.
No. Oh, you're offering it to Philip?
I mean, if there's any leftovers.
I was saying, is Philip hungry either too at all? I don't know if Tig was going to eat the whole squirrel or not, but
This time, yeah.
I think were you talking about Philip or Krill?
I was talking about girl.
Krill's asleep.
oh, okay.
Krill jumped on the cart before you woke up. And
But we have a tail now.
you have a tail
Yeah,
of the
he
squirrel?
cut off the
Cut the
tail
tail off
before
the squirrel.
he bit into the squirrel.
Okay. You have a squirrel tail.
Add that to your inventory.
Weirdo.
Wait.
You
And
can trade those things, like, even now,
that's true.
Two
as
copper.
trophies.
I can tell you Krill would not buy it. What?
I don't think that means much. I don't think Krill will buy much things unless it's shiny.
That's true.
Buy more shiny.
More shiny.
I love Krill.
Get him a pocket watch.
Pocket watches. I collect them.
And if you guys ever go somewhere where you need to mine something, you have a miner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Too bad we didn't go to Mirabar. 'Cause we're
Shit!
Well, we wouldn't have had him when we went to Miramar.
Exactly.
True. Okay.
We could probably, because we'll get back, and then John will be like, oh, well, guess what? Olian isn't back yet, and we haven't heard anything from him, and we're going to have to go on a rescue mission, because he's going to die.
That's almost guaranteed gonna happen.
Yep. Guaranteed.
Well, you
Read
definitely.
you like a book!
I mean, regardless, you aren't have heard anything by the time you get back because he hasn't freaking made it to Mirabar
He's
yet
like, oh,
so
shit,
far.
gotta change the plot real quick.
Change the plot, change the plot.
Well, there you guys get firebombed by the Americans.
Napalm.
So you guys, you do that with the squirrel, and you guys head out.
Yep.
Tig, you feel better?
Yeah, thanks.
You're
Alright.
welcome.
It is still raining, downpouring. So
I go in
going
the
is a
cart.
little slower.
I go in the cart because I don't feel like walking in that.
Lazy ass.
Alright, so you get up and you sit down, and it's a little cramped because Krill's, as small as he is, still laying
I
down.
pick him up and lay him on me.
Weird.
That face.
As you go to pick him up, Krill wakes up and says, "What? What's happening?
Don't worry about it. Just go back to sleep, buddy.
Why?
I pat his
Why are
head.
you laying me on you?
I pat his head.
This is really weird.
Just go with it.
You don't just do that.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk."
No, alright. Here, lay next to me. You need your sleep.
He goes in like a different spot from you. Away.
Okay,
Who's leading?
I'm gonna help track.
I got you.
Perceiving.
Drives me to save all the energy he got.
Wadon sounds like you guys might have left him because he's still asleep.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Well,
Nat 20 and Nat 1.
No, not that one. Very
Didn't
much.
that happen before?
It has happened.
It's a 9.
Never.
My favorite is still when we made our constitution throws after getting super drunk and they were both 20s. That was iconic.
So you guys continue on your
Never
way for the
happened
next
again.
couple hours. The storm during that time starts to get less heavy and starts to where it's just a light rain now. It's a small drizzle, but ground's pretty wet and damp still, so it does make the ground's very muddy, so it's making the cart go slow. You do get a couple times it just gets stuck while you're traversing. You make Drax get out of the cart to
No,
help
you
a
don't.
couple times, and then he gets back in.
in the cart. We're not gonna push you with.
Are you kidding me? You're making it so much harder.
Poor Nelly is like
Whoa,
struggling.
I'm guessing this is up to you guys. You let Krill stay sleeping because he's not
like
very heavy.
he's too,
Yeah,
he's like
he's just a little baby.
Exactly. He's a little guy.
Oh.
And so you guys continue onwards. I'd like you both to make another roll.
There it is.
That's what I needed.
There you go. What'd you get?
23.
Well, they got really
21.
fucking good rolls.
So even though it's muddy, you guys start to
Yeah.
make your way really quickly. Damn it! I keep getting in the mid range where nothing happens. So, is there anything you guys want to talk about while you guys are all pretty talked out? Okay. So you continue onwards. If you guys can roll one more time.
9 again.
21.
21. Okay. So you guys travel for another like 4 hours. So all in all, it's been like you left probably 8. It's a little. It's starting to get dark again. You guys have the option of you're probably 4 hours away from Blackford Crossing and risk exhaustion, except
We should
for
stop it. I'm lost.
Krill, who's woken up at this point. You can risk exhaustion, or you can decide to make camp.
Let's clear our names and stop at Luskin.
Well,
No.
Not Luskin, Blackford
No.
Crossing.
I know. I'm
Oh.
kidding.
It's just 4 hours.
We have the orb.
the orb?
Well, for
How does that
light
make you not
The light orb.
exhausted?
Like-
No exhaustion,
to
but
help
we have
guide
light.
us.
Who want to get in the cart now? I'll walk now. Who want to get in the cart?
I wasn't in the car
Well-
before.
No.
Someone with dark vision should probably still be perceiving. So,
Well, we got the.
awake.
oh, that's true.
I've been watching. I'll go.
I'm gonna chill in the cart then.
All right. So,
Yeah,
Continue on.
I'll guide on.
all right.
All right,
So,
looks like we're pressing through.
You're staying in the cart still?
No, I'm getting out.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
getting
in the
out
cart.
to help.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19. And that's
For
their survival. You're doing.
Survival. You're doing.
16.
Yes.
plus-
Plus 3.
I thought I was guiding. Okay.
You're perceiving.
Oh, I'm perceiving.
10.
Tig can't perceive.
13.
I would like Nuadon, Wesley, and Tiggercat to make Constitution saving throws.
Hey. Oh no.
17 plus.
Oh, Tig.
4. So you take a point of exhaustion.
That's
Okay.
2, so I got 19.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Nuadon, what's your Constitution?
I'm looking to see.
Nilly is also fine.
Is it saving throw that I had from
plus,
on that one?
plus your Constitution.
Yeah, I know. I'm not seeing that in the normal area. So
You're just normal.
Yeah,
one,
it's a
two,
con-
three.
Your ability save for plus What's your
Yeah,
Constitution?
that's what I just said. Saving throw. So 23.
Oh, yep, you're fine.
Okay.
They probably got. You get a 19.
Yes.
Damn, what's your Constitution? 18.
It has to be an 18.
Yeah, I know it's plus 4.
Is it naturally an 18?
No, not naturally, but with everything improved. So, you have a point of exhaustion that you can
I already
count. Okay.
What I do?
Not you,
No.
not you. You're fine.
Take.
Like, I don't know why with that.
And then so you guys continue onwards for the first hour and a half ish of your trip. You're still going along in the mud. You hit a little after about an hour and a half of traveling, and you see the main road, the Blackford Road.
Take. Are you tired?
I'm getting there.
All right, get in the cart.
Well, no, Tiggs. This is part of the roll. This is all part of that travel time.
Yeah.
So, you guys get on the road, and you continue onwards. You realize that you're a little farther north than where you wanted to go straight down along Blackford Road. And what'd you get again for your
19.
19 for perception? Not constitution.
13.
For perception, I got 13. I'm sorry.
Okay. So
I got 19.
you guys are traveling along the road for a little bit, and it is dark now. And up ahead, you see a cart on the road that looks like it's lost a wheel. And you see a guy sitting next to it, kind of just looking at it.
There's a cart up ahead that looks damaged.
Should we
Are you
help
saying
him?
we should rob him?
No. Why would he be saying that?
Tick says, the demon says, should we help? While the Goliath is like, should we rob him?
Well,
Wes,
he have
should
shinies?
go
we should.
now and go
With-
scout that out.
We can. Yeah. And I'll send a warg into Len. And do you want me to do a perception? And it's advantage on
60?
sight.
12.
So it's a 19. It just
So
looks
Lynn
like
goes and flies over and circles overhead a couple times, and from what you can see, it looks like a cart that's broken down with a person there. But one thing you notice, there's nothing in the cart. It's empty.
So I'll relay that. Looks like the cart's empty.
How far are we from Blackford Park?
How,
You're probably over 100 feet away.
from Blackford Crossing.
Oh, no. From the cart.
the cart.
Blackford Crossing, you're still
We're
ways.
still a whiles away. So
You're a few miles.
there's nothing in the cart, and it's a broken cart. It could be a trap, but
Let's just keep going.
Hey,
everyone should be aware
Yeah.
we need to be ready for if it is a trap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting it to be an ambush. I'll
Alright.
tell you right now.
Should we spread out a little
Can
bit?
you take your owl and look in the woods?
The woods to the side of the
Yeah.
The other side.
Let's look at
I think I'll
agree.
miss this.
Anything for an ambush, anywhere they're hiding.
Let's say 14. So 14.
And
The
that's
woods-
where we're going to leave off
Damn.
until next week.
Alright, it's definitely ambush. Good thing we have good thing we have our little buddy with us
Yeah,
now.
we got another fighter.
We'll
So-
see how strong Krill is.
Yeah.
I have to make all of his stuff.
On a
now.
scale
Okay,
of 1 to 10,
well, you
how
I feel like you should
expected were
kinda-
you
I
for
kinda
that
want
to
you to
happen?
make- I kind of want you to
I
make
did
him
not
like.
expect that at all.
I kind of want you to make him like a little under. Like I don't know. I feel like he'd be pretty.
Oh,
weak.
he's not going to be powered at all.
Okay.
I mean, he has a lot of health, so he has high I'm probably going to make him have high constitution.
But he's not
But
gonna be.
he's
like,
not intelligent. He's not wise. Believe it or not, he's not the strongest. He
I
is
know.
more dexterous than strong.
He was able to
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a freaking 19 or something. Like,
Does he get pack tactics with us?
I would imagine so. Still, he gets his pack
Aha.
tactics. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that and kind of, go further. But bye, everyone. Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
guys.
Good night.
Take care.
Take care now.
Love you.
If
Take
you don't
care
get
now,
up, I'm
take
taking
care.
you.